What it do, everybody? It's your boy, your gracious host, man, King Crowder, back with another edition of Live on Sunday, man. It's so good to be here with my people, man. Number one, how y'all doing? Hopefully your week is good. Hopefully it's better. My voice getting a little cracky, y'all. I start coughing, excuse me. Getting over a little bit of a symptoms this week, man. Hey, no more shaking hands 2025. Not until it get warm outside. Somebody that got your boy, I done caught something. Nothing bad, but just I can definitely feel a little parched. Had me under the weather this week, but never miss a Sunday, man. Always, it's truly a blessing to be here, man. Hopefully your week has been good. Hopefully everything that you wanted could accomplish got accomplished. Hopefully you checking your friends, your family, and your loved ones. Valentine's Day just passed. We got so many things we're gonna chop it into, man. But if you're new to the channel, comment, like, subscribe. I do history. I talk anything. We have real life conversations. That's what I try to do here, man. Unfiltered conversation that we need. Not just on the random things, but also on things that matter. Because as we understand, man, we live in this life to not only be better people, but to learn and strive to get better every day. Comment, like, and subscribe. Share the live. But now that you're here, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Did Kendrick make Drake change his genre? Drake was a rapper, right? That's what we all love to say. He is hip hop. Even though, if you know me, I love to go down to the definition and purity forms of things. Drake ain't hip hop. He's pop. But let's run with that. He hip hop. If the first thing you do post the beef is drop an R&B album, did that man make you change your genre? And now that we look at each body of work and we compare them to each other, let's go ahead and break them down. If you ain't been living nowhere in no rock, Drake and PND, Party Next Door, just dropped a collab album titled Some Sexy Songs for You. You know what they should have called it? Some Trash Songs for You. The album cover was different, but the music was trash. Ain't nobody gonna say it. I'm gonna say it outright. All them songs, all that wordplay, they all sound old and recycled, baby. Drake has lost his fast pitch, his pitch ball, his confidence. Whatever you want to say, it ain't there no more. And you ain't gotta defend it to me. Just listen for yourself. And the reason why we gotta bring these type of things up, man, once you lose a battle, it's okay to lose a fight. That's normal, right? You lose a fight, you lose a battle. But how you respond to it tells me everything I need to know. And everybody's response, because people say, "Oh, King Crowder, you being biased, man. You just rolling with Dot." I'm just saying, GNX and them songs that Drake put out. Let's listen to other people's takes on it and not mine.
Or Kendrick Lamar, who dropped a better album post beef? Now, remember, these are two totally different albums. Kendrick Lamar's GNX gave us a rap album, real gritty beats, featuring a lot of underground artists. He has some pretty good R&B cuts with SZA, but there was that whole like West Coast hard aspect of that album. And then Drake gave us the opposite. He went collab album with Party Next Door, full R&B. We're comparing a short, what was GNX, 11 songs to 21 song R&B album. Two totally different approaches to the music post the rap beef. This probably comes down to preference and favorability of artists, but
Ain't no preference.
Think genuinely dropped a better album post beef? Let me know in the comments.
Truthfully, it ain't no comparison, y'all. We know GNX is on repeat. SSA, the throwaway. It ain't got no replay value. None of them songs are good. When did Party Next Door even become good? Listen to what Payne said. Because everybody accuse me of being biased. Oh, King Crowder, man, you just biased. You riding the wave. You ain't really paying attention. All right. Listen, I do my research before I talk. So let's go ahead and listen to people that know what they're talking about.
All these trash songs that I recorded, I listen to them all the time. And I fuck. So here's my thing. I feel like he recorded a bunch of shit. In order to keep Party around, you can take 10, 15 of these songs, put a verse on them, bitch, Party. That's our album, bro. The songs are already recorded. The songs are already recorded. These are all the songs that didn't make my previous albums. Go for it, bro. Put verses on these songs. Yeah, there's 5 to 7 solo Drake songs that didn't make other albums. It's not saying that they're bad. I'm not saying that they're bad. These are just songs that didn't make albums. Or Party, or the other way around. Or Party came in with an album and was like, hey, Drake, can you put verses on these particular songs? All these trash songs that I recorded, I listen to them all the time.
Did y'all hear that? What you hearing right now is it was throwaway. Hey, I'm going to do this for Party because I owe him a record. I'm going to go ahead and release these songs and get these things out in the lexicon. But in actuality, I ain't got no faith these things are going to hit. I'm just going to put them out. I'm just going to let them play. I'm just going to make sure that my music goes out so people can stop talking about some things. What he was trying to do was trying to make sure the Superstyle halftime time show got buried, which is a genius on his part. Remember, there's 2 ways to kill a story. Another story. I release another story to get you talking about that first story. That's how you kill news when it's buzzing too much. So to kill that news of the Super Bowl halftime show, about the song, about the diss record, I put out music that I'm focusing on, acting like I'm really pushing this album. Is it really new quality music? Of course not. But what it is doing is it's getting y'all eyes off of what y'all was just talking about. That way you get music reviews. That way you look for a hit record, etc., etc. But if you listen to all 21 songs I did one time, throw the whole album away. It ain't got no fire to it. I'm going to keep telling everybody. Muhammad Ali has a famous quote. If the man is the same way he was the last 5 years, he's wasted 5 years of his life. If a man continues to rap and has the same music style that he has the past 10 years, he's wasted 10 years of his life. I'm from the Drake era. Drake's music has not improved in any way, shape, or form. He ain't been working on his craft. You can tell he hasn't. You can tell he's living a life, having fun, making his money. Cool. Right? But if you are not going along steadily with your music, if you are just riding the wave of everybody else that's putting out songs with your music, do not call yourself impactful or great. You can't. We know your limitations. I know your limitations. I hear it when I hear your music. I can tell you're not working on your writing. I can tell you're not working on your end cuts. All the stuff that goes into it. You can just hear the quality of music and you don't hear that fervor, that passion, that burning desire, that in the booth, knowing this is a new track. You don't hear that Dot who is still emphasizing the game. Remember, you can hear all the facade stuff, the interview talk, but Dot ain't said 2 words. What he did was let the music talk. Everybody get uncomfortable. Everybody always say something smart. Everybody got something slick to say, oh, he campaigning, he doing this, he doing that. No, he just speaking the truth, bro. That's it. And the truth is, that's what's really happening right now. The albums went out. The music was dropped. Everybody gave their opinion on it. But if you look at it as an art of war battle, man, it wasn't that good, man. And this is not to say he can continue to drop music, but you just killed the story. You ain't really showcased it. I'm a better hip hop artist because you would have put out a rap song or rap quality album. You put out pop. That's okay. Pop, dancing. Hey, I love Drake with the melodies. All that stuff is real. That's it, bro. I accept it. I know that's what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. We just got to move accordingly with it. So now that we turn the page on this chapter in hip hop, what's next? What's next is we got to understand that there is a new style of hip hop that will be prevalent. All artists, if you want to pop quick, we are seeing the way hip hop is being transitioned in real time. All artists, if you are focused on club, dancing, if you don't come out with a conscious record, you're wasting your time. If you don't come out with something serious or meaningful, you're wasting your time. Kendrick has shifted hip hop now. Hip hop, rap, artist is going to shift it back to its original form. People are craving a serious record. People are craving an honest record. People are craving something impactful to happen. The first artist that gets on that wave, completes it, does it with consciousness and elevation, is going to win. The playbook has been given out. People are tired of hearing these same old records. People are tired of hearing those same old tunes. People are tired of hearing those same records being influenced over and over and over again. And the reason why I know people are getting tired of it is because we're starting to see artistry of what Dot has done over the year being focused on. You know, we always talk about record labels and what they mean. But when you see artwork like this, it's impactful. You see black people at a White House with one of the governors on the ground with the money of an iconic photo with Kendrick in the middle showing black Americans in their true form. That is the new pressure. That is the new wave. That is what hip hop is going to be focused and centered on. And the first person to crack that wave, to come up with something meaningful, the first young person to hit that, to go into a positive note, it's going to see the rewards from it. And you ain't got to agree with me, man. We can have our opinions, we can have our thought processes, but I'm just telling you the real of what's going to be expected. Like I said, and what's so deep about it is that the divide and conquer tactics are not going to work anymore. You literally have to focus on the music. And when you focus on the music, you will see your rewards come from it. A cultural shift is happening in real time, y'all. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. Next, did y'all see the Art of War happen in real time with 50 Cent and Big Meech? If you did not know, 50 Cent and Big Meech, 50 Cent had a show about Big Meech, right? Big Meech is a mythical figure in Black America. Why is Big Meech a mythical figure? We know the story of BMS. BMS was a Detroit-based organization, crime family syndicate that owned the early 2000s. They were one that did it the right way. They stood on business. They stood on character. And Big Meech was the one that went to prison that supposedly stood on character. But the interesting part is that Big Meech drew business with 50 Cent. Anybody that knows 50 Cent, he's extremely loyal. Anything with 50 Cent, when you go against him, if I'm helping you or I'm employing you, it's an act against me. So Big Meech did an event with Rick Ross. Rick Ross, in return, said that Big Meech is annexed. Big Meech now had his Welcome Home concert return. I'm going to give my take on it, but I'm going to allow some others that know Big Meech personally to dive into it more before I speak on it in general. All right. Fair use, TikTok. Share it live. Share it live.
Internet. I'm not no internet dude at all. As far as this Rick Ross situation about the event being canceled, let me tell y'all what really happened. It wasn't because 50 had anything to do with that. 50 ain't have nothing to do with that. 50 called me. It was like, Big Tone, what they talking about? So Rick Ross canceled it. I said, let me make some phone call, 50. Right? I got Ross on the phone. Ross like, hey, Big Tone, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Because what y'all don't know is I'm supposed to be headlining the security at that event. Right? So Rick Ross instantly told me like, hey, Big Tone, you know, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Nothing. I said, I understand. So what happened? He said, I don't know, man. You got to holler at Meech. So turns out there was people out there making threats towards the event, right? Now, my paper, I was going to make $300,000 off that event, providing security, right? So now I got something to say. I'm involved now. Whoever you are that was making them threats towards the event, Big Tone going to come see about you. Big Tone going to come see about you. Let me say it again. Big Tone going to come. I done did 10 years in the penitentiary. I don't mind going back. I don't mind rolling up on somebody. Let me tell y'all something about Big Tone. See, I can't do the things that I used to do in prison out here in the streets. But what I realize is this. If any of you cats that be out here running your mouths about Big Tone, it'll be the same scenario. What you gonna do? Man, I'm 6'6", 280 pounds. If I would run up on you and tell you to give it up, you're gonna give everything up that you got. Y'all.
This might be a little bit.
Biggest boss Ricky Rose just got word. Meech concert not happening tonight, but 305 is going down at the office. Meet us there.
So the Big Meech concert was canceled. Big Meech's Welcome Back Legacy concert was canceled hours before the show due to unforeseen circumstances. Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage.
What this shows right here, y'all, it's actually kind of sad. And I'm going to get the reason why. Loyalty is a real word, right? But loyalty doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. Loyalty, 50 Cent, means blind allegiance. You loyal to me no matter what. No ifs, ands, or pans. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Everybody don't think that way. And this concert was sad to see get canceled. Meech has been a mythical figure who has been released. We've never seen the brother talk on camera since that one video action. He has literally hid himself and shielded himself from all things we see going on. But the one thing that is most eye-opening to me is that now we look at Meech full circle and all the history being done about him. This is what happened, man. The streets don't never love you, man. As family members, friends, loved ones, no matter what aspect you are in the streets, the amount of love and respect and admiration that you thought you was going to have is never going to be the same. When you leave the street, your love and respect will stay there. It will not translate to when you get out. Let me say it again. The love, the respect, the admiration, the heartfeltness that you had when you entered prison versus when you exit prison will never be the same. Most of our street cats got to understand immediately that the love, the admiration that you had among your peers and generation when you went in, these new ones ain't going to feel that way. Big Meech should get the respect. He did the right way. He ain't snitch, he ain't tell, allegedly. He ain't call nobody, he ain't set nobody up, allegedly. But he did everything the street code way, but still, they disrespect him. And still, his feelings being said about him. Now, until the proof comes out 100% paperwork, y'all know how the whole thing go. It just shows you in real time that all the love and admiration we have towards the street individuals ain't real, man. My advice for every YN, every guy in the street thugging, go to court. See an actual real court case play out. Visit someone in prison. Let them tell you firsthand how living on prison block is. Allow somebody that's been arrested, incarcerated, to tell you firsthand what it's like to live like that. I personally have never had to go into prison. I haven't. I've had family members, brothers, a lot of convicted felons in my family. I'm not ashamed to talk about it. The one thing I've learned is this. Prison is not a place for any man. It's a place they put you to rehabilitate you one time, get you out your frame when you're out in the regular world. And number two, it's meant to break your spirit. You will never be the same man you were entering prison as you exit. Because there's two things you can never get back. You can never get back your time. You can never get back your legacy. You can never get back your loved ones. So when you are gone and incarcerated, they're literally snatching your time and freedom from you. So while you're in prison, serving your time sentence, life goes on without you, bro. And when it's going on without you, you got to understand you missing birthdays, Christmases, holidays, Valentine's Days, Thanksgivings, all of those things are gone. And you can never, no matter how many money, how much time, whatever effort you got, replace that. So long term, is prison, is 2 years worth of balling worth 30 years? No. But I understand the journey that some brothers have to go to get through where they at. But Meech is a great story ultimately that says, no matter where you are, that love, that respect, that admiration that you thought you were going to have, that welcome home party, that celebration, that salute you, the people respecting you, it ain't gonna never be there, bro. It's just not. And like I said, his own very own welcome home party is being saying, people are threatening it. People are saying they don't want him to come. People are literally vouching they don't want people to even come to their state, man. And it's eye-opening. And all we could say is that take care of yourself. Hopefully, you and your family could put yourself in a better position. Hopefully, everything you do moving forward, Meech, will be a better man than you, man. And that's all I got to say about that subject, man. Anybody that's been out of prison, exiting prison, it's not hard to do. It's not. Mentally, you got to take off them chains. Socially, you got to take off them chains. Psychologically, you have to go through so many barriers, man. As brothers that have been to prison, that have no family members that's been out of prison. Prison and parole ain't no place for nobody. And it's hard. So, Meech, hopefully you get on your feet. Hopefully everything you do is to make better man yourself, man. And you continue to be the leader and use those inspirational skills that you had once to help you out again. Next, share the live. Have y'all heard about what the state of Alabama doing? All my YNs, check in with your boy. Check in. Tap in. If you got a switch and you live in the state of Alabama, throw it away right now. If you got a switch, AR, anything gun enhancement, and you live in the state of Alabama, throw it away right now. Let me say it one last time. If you got a switch, a gun enhancer, AR-15, whatever, and you live in the state of Alabama, throw it away right now. The reason why I'm saying this, y'all, an Alabama senator, a black man who was thinking about the other interests in Alabama, is proposing a law. He wants to give out life sentences to anybody that's caused by theft by another person by a machine gun without the possibility of parole. Let's read that again. He is proposing a sentence where life sentences are given out to those who have Glock switches to any person that causes death on another person without the possibility of parole. That means if you got a switch, you shoot it, you hit somebody, and they pass away tragically, you getting life without parole. What? Alabama, if you do anything right now, you one of the YNs out there, they already talking about sending you to another country. They already talking about enhancing the laws. You are being targeted. You are being targeted, man. You are being targeted. Recognize that you are being targeted and adjust accordingly. I'm not saying the senator wrong, right? I know there's an older black man. He's trying to do what's best for his community. I can't judge that. I don't live in Alabama. But what I know, when I hear something, when the severity of these charges are being enhanced like that, the severity of these things happening are starting to happen right now, and we see all these governmental changes, you need to be aware of this. All my brothers out here in these streets living this life, bail money, bonds money, exit strategy, you need to have it ready. They are literally saying we are enhancing charges for criminals or any type of gang behavior. We are enhancing laws for anybody that shoots that has association with this type of behavior. That means that they agree to associate you with this type of behavior, you will be given life. No questions asked. Life. No questions asked. That means you're going to die in prison. That means you will never have children. That means you will go to jail without ever the possibility of getting out. That means your life will be over. That means you won't get out until 2150. You hear that? You won't have the possibility of getting out of prison until 2150. I want everybody to understand how serious this is, man. It's serious. It's scary. It's very scary. And you don't have to agree with it, but you got to respect it enough to know this is the law of the land now. You ain't got to agree with it. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to love it. But I'm visually hearing this is what they own. This is what they're doing. Okay. Adjust accordingly. This is what they own. This is what they're doing. Okay. Allow me to adjust accordingly. YNs. Stay woke, baby. I mean that. Moving on. DC. They laying people off up there. Houses going up for sale up there. Is Trump really doing what he said he was going to do? You know the reason why it's so scary times right now? We kind of forget this political atmosphere has been crazy, right? But what's been more crazy is that all this stuff is just beginning. Housing and everything is going to go so cheap. But I want you to see about the politicians fleeing the city of D.C. Fair use. Fair use.
I don't know what's going on in DC, but something is definitely going on in DC. As you can see behind me, these are all homes being sold abruptly. This is not just regular people selling their homes either. This is politicians. God, that's not even the weirdest part though. Look what they've been searching up as of late in DC. One being immunity. Why would they be looking for immunity? Why is that the number one search in DC? What is going on, y'all? Also, They're searching up this too. Extradition. Why would they be looking that up? Look at the spike in those searches, y'all. Look, they go, whoop. They also been searching this up. 8 non-extradition countries in 2025. It seems to me that they trying to get up out of here. They trying to abruptly relocate and not look to come back or have someone bring them back. They must be running for some real serious shit. We all know that some sealed documents is finna be unsealed. And these people must got some crazy.
I'm going to go on to why this is so crazy before I play the next video. Remember, Trump was so demonized when he was outside of office. They gave him all these felonies. They gave all these things going on. Nobody's supporting him, but questions got to be asked. If you swung at the king and you missed, and now the king is swinging back, and you see yourself suddenly leaving and going away from everything you've known, changing your behavior, wanting to uproot your family, uproot your life, what else was you doing? For all of those houses to be listed in D.C. right now, and we see all these places, all these jobs, all these layoffs happening, and it's only the beginning, what else are we going to start to see? If we see that these government officials has been overly inflated this much and these jobs are being removed, what will happen to the United States in 2 more years? We see things happen in this country that have never happened in our lifetime. We are seeing the government job being defunded. We're seeing reduction in spending. We're seeing taxes being slashed. We are seeing so many things that will be changing in our lifetime that are scary. But you know the one thing nobody else is talking about? When all of these changes are happening and all these grants and programs are going to be happening in real time, what are going to be the side effects from it? We don't talk about that like that. So is it going to help the American people? Is it going to hurt the American people? Are we going to continue to see growth in the economy? I don't know. Let's keep going on with the next video, y'all. Share it live. Share it live. Time to type in with me. Share it live.
This is wild. The real estate market in Washington, D.C. and neighboring areas is exploding with new listings, meaning everybody is putting their house up for sale. And you might wonder, why is that? Well, people believe it's because 75,000 federal workers accepted President Trump's early buyout offer. After what DOJ discovered the USAID was spending money on, that workforce is expected to go from 10,000 down to 300. Just today, 1,300 federal employees that work for the CDC were laid off. And the IRS is expected to cut their workforce by 10%. And you also have the executive order that was signed to bring all federal employees to work back in the office. Currently in the Metro DC area, there are 5,581 homes for sale, and 2,183 of those were listed in the last month. This is the neighboring town of Arlington, Virginia. In the past 48 hours, look at all of the new listings. You can see them because they're tagged with that green coming soon sign. It's looking like a mass exodus from Washington, D.C. and the neighboring areas. And some might say this is what draining the swamp looks like. What do you think? As always, let me know.
What do I think is that we're definitely going to see a recession in this time. What I think is that we are starting to see a political battle happen in real time. We saw what President 47, President Trump threatened he was going to do, and it looked like he's following up on every single promise. You ain't got to agree with the strategy, but you got to watch in real time. We are seeing a political shift. Every 60 or so years, we have a war, we have a crisis, we have an upheaval of government. Right now, we're seeing all those things taking place. We are. What we got to understand next is that when all these changes take place, where is the average household in America going to be? Because right now we know housing and affordability is on the rise. There is lower home ownership. Everything that's going to spur the economy is on the rise. What we definitely got to run back to and understand is that now that we know these issues are there, what's next? What's next? So, bold prediction time. We're going to have a catastrophic shit in this country for sure. We will. We will. His old time best black artist of all time. DMX. Debatable. But we're going to have a conversation about this though, man. But let me stay back on topic, brother. He almost got me off my exit, my point. We need to understand that politics is a game that you all got to ration off with. DC family, take care of yourself. Real estate about to go cheap, about to go for the low up there. All those houses that are going to be sold, all those examples of real estate, we're on a version of market crash. Airbnb in Florida, single family homes across the United States. Be prepared, y'all, for housing prices to be cheap. Be prepared to save your money. Be prepared for things to go a little bit high, but be prepared for mass layoff on entertainment and things, etc. We're going to have a huge gap happen in our lifetime. It's got to happen. It's got to reset. The economies always go up and down. Every 10 years, we see it happen. It's been over 10 years since 2008 happened. 2018 is technically 10 years. We're kind of overweight on the bubble. So now when the bubble happens, it's going to happen. It's going to pop. We're going to see a lot of layoffs, a lot of changes happen. Nothing to be scared about, but you need to know anything that's entertainment, hospitality. If you have a job like that, you might want to switch it up. Just telling you, you might want to switch it up. You might want to go to something more stable. STEM, police and force, education, any of those things that are not replicable. Anything that we need to keep the economy going, that's what's going to keep us afloat. Anything that's social, fun, living, life, joy, we're going to trim that fat. That's all you got to know. Remove away from those jobs and those careers that are trending in fat and get towards things that are going to be making money and lasting for a long period of time. That's it. That's it. And it's scary to hear and talk about, but you know, on the King Crowder channel, we talk about stuff like this. And we got to, because number one, we got to know where to put your money at. I ain't telling where you put your money. I'm telling you to be cautious with it. I'm telling you to save a little bit. I'm telling you to have your little garden. I'm telling you to have a little water at home. I'm also telling you to get something to protect yourself and your families. Lethal and non-lethal. Get whatever you got to do. Do what you got to do to protect your family, put your people safe. But just know, the world is not made for single people. It's made for couples. The world is meant to be built together and live with each other. That's what the world is going to do right now in our lifetime. Moving on. The Great Reset, y'all. It's a scary time. It really is. Shit alive, shit alive. Man, our boy Kanye back on the prize again. Yay! Responded to Leo Colin for criticizing Kanye West's open remarks about his anti-Semitic remarks. Remember, Kanye made some remarks, being Kanye, against the ethnicity known as Jews. Kanye responded by saying, Lee, let me call you by your incorrect name. You and your whole industry have promoted getting paid off black people killing each other. By my t-shirt, you think this is the worst thing ever? When y'all don't want to take accountability of the double standards you put out there, y'all have promoted killing, extortion, mobbery, and Tony Birch has kicked down the towel and will not antagonize me or take accountability for what you have done for my people. You expect me to be humbly open, but how can you when you take no accountability and pay off of what you've done the past few years? Ye always say something. He's like Corey. It's three people that are never wrong. Y'all ready? Corey Holcomb, Jason Black, Kanye West. Corey Holcomb, Jason Black, Kanye West. All three of those gentlemen speak unapologetically truthful. You may not get it in that moment, but normally when they drop a nugget on you or they say something that's very impactful to you, it's normally right. In my spirit right now, yeah, he ain't wrong. What he said, he ain't wrong. What he said, he was the truth. Hey, y'all have been disrespectful. Hey, the music culture has been toxic. Hey, is it Kanye going to sell Diddy's merch? Diddy already technically had merch, but what he said about Diddy was true. Can we agree with that, brother? That Diddy deserved no bond? He ain't murdered nobody. I ain't judging the man's character, but no bond? I mean, we got people that kill people to get a bond. You know what I'm saying? That's what you heard. I get it. I get it, man. But I'm just saying what he said in real time was real. You feel me? What he said was real. They don't have to embrace black culture, brother. It ain't about embracing black culture. It's about what's right and wrong. I think that's what Ye is getting at. It's not that. It's about what's right and what's wrong. What's right is a dude with no charges that had no criminal record should not be having no bond. That's facts. No matter how we feel about it, no matter how we slice it, that's true. What he also said was that my words are more impactful based off the music they promote and push in the culture, of young people by paying them, of violent music. Those are facts. No matter if you like him, you agree with his stance, intellectually, you have to understand. I'm not telling you how to think, which way to think. I'm just telling you to think. And when you think on your own, no matter what way you agree with it, I don't ever get into how you're supposed to agree. I want you to think about it. That's my whole thing. I want you to think and use your own mind and have your own perspective. And I do find it fascinating and crazy, these charges and things we see going on right now. Don't make sense. And like I said, I'm not here to tell you any of that. But what I'm saying is what Ye said. You know what I mean? That's all you can say. You can say it about any billionaire, brother. Any billionaire. You can say it about any billionaire, man. I respect your perspective. But to say a billionaire did not have to do things to get his money, you don't think Elon did the same thing? You don't think Bezos done the same thing? You don't think Bill Gates has done the same thing? Come on, bro. If you don't, you're lying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. And I'm not judging the brothers. Everybody deserves their day in court because a man deserves a shot. No, I agree. It's not about ethnicity. What I'm saying is that every billionaire has skeleton. Every man got skeleton in his closet. That's it. Every man. And I'm saying right here, right now, the man deserves his day in court, man. I'm not defending his behavior. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying no bond. No bond. No bond. It's crazy. And I have family members that went through the court system, man. No bond means you ain't getting out. That means you did something that was horrific. You chopped the person's head off. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Moving on, man. Great topic, man. Great topic. Like I said, when Ye speaks, he may not be right at the beginning. Ye has a babble, you know what I'm saying? Ye tends to have his own wordplay, his own saying. And, we ain't got to agree with Ye. But over history, he just has good points over time. But on to my next subject, man. I'm going to go ahead and dive into, what was that about to be? I'm sorry, I almost lost my train of thought, y'all. Why do brothers that have their life together in this new society we live in, why are they not as champion as most? Somebody sent me this time, man, this kind of tweet today. It was kind of funny. I love the tweets. It kind of gives you a perspective on society and the culture at whole, man. So somebody tweeted today, Jalen Hurts is too mature. Like, chill, bro. You in your 20s. It's okay to have fun. The entertainment industry has promoted idiocy, degeneracy in Black America for too long that a younger Black man who is 26 years old cannot be immature. He must be street. He must be edgy. It's true. Excuse me. Jalen Hurts is a great example, man. Great example. Great example. You know what I'm saying? Great example of people. I appreciate you, bro. I ain't gonna do that, man. We having fun. That's what I do, man. I have fun with my people, man. Good to see you, Zoltan. You good. I ain't gonna put you on the screen, baby. Have fun. But Jalen Hurts, man, is a great representation. He's young. He's handsome. He's well-spoken. He's affluent. Women don't like guys like that, y'all. All my young guys, I want y'all to come in here, son. King Crowder will give you free game. If you are responsible, that means it's a standard. Let me say it again. If you are a responsible man, that means there's a standard. That means there's expectations. And when you have expectations, that means you're not going to tolerate certain behavior. The reason why the fun guy is embraced, the chill guy, he doesn't expect anything. He's going to tolerate anything. When you're a guy that has standards, has confidence, is serious, is mature, you're going to expect something out of a woman. That's difficult to deal with. Future's easy to deal with. We know what he is. He gonna want to smash, dash, have fun. He ain't gonna expect much. It's easy, right? When you a guy that's gonna make a woman earn her keep, when you a guy that's gonna make her stand on business, make her be accountable, y'all gonna have intellectual conversations. You gonna have to follow up and be on accord about what's going on. That's tough. It is. It's tough to do. And I understand why it's tough, because I do, from both sides of it, have been both guy. I've been the fun guy waiting on expectations, man. You can have fun, lay up, smash, do your thing. No pressure. But when you the guy that's serious, as I am serious now, you ain't just gonna be around any woman. You gotta vet you properly. I gotta ask you questions. I'm gonna ask you what your expectations are. I'm gonna ask you what you got going on. I'm going to make sure to know when we have a conversation that we got to talk about it. We got to. We got to. Because if we don't talk about it, y'all, how will we know where we stand? If everything is good vibes, have fun, let's laugh, let's joke, let's play, key, man, everything is good, life is good, there is no expectation, we ain't going to never judge each other by it. We won't. We won't. We just gonna live life without any expectations, without any guidance. You know, that's the easiest place to be as a man. The easiest place to be as a man is a guy that's dealing with a woman without any expectations. They're gonna love you. They're gonna love you because they know I can get over on you, that nobody will have any consequences for you, and that everything I say will be in the beneficial. And fellas, I want y'all to understand something else too, man. Never. I'm gonna let the brother say it first before I dive.
Never. A lot of people will look at me and be like,
hold on, fair use.
Never, ever, under no circumstances.
So I saw that.
Excuse me.
Never, ever, under no circumstances, leave a good woman for a bad bitch. Never. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if that good woman done gained weight. I don't give a damn if she's so big she can't even barely get in or out the house. If she's a good woman, you stay your ass right there. Y'all work through all of that. Never.
Facts. Fellas, if you got you a good one, it's hard out here for a pimp. Work through it, dog. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, King Crowder, is because as you get into your point where you age and you deal with multiple women and you get to see them and talk to them, you understand there really is a shortage on good women. There is. There's fun chicks. There's ex-wives. There's single moms. There's sisters. There's friends. But good women that's compatible with you, that's tough. Look, I say it every time. This stuff, if none of my relationships work out, I won't ever do it again. Real talk. What's the point? Slang it, have my fun, but ever be committed again? No, sir. Not me. The streets will be for me. For real, man. So once you start to get yourself right as a man, Jalen Hurts, I don't care what nobody say, man. You living the right way, dog. Don't allow anybody that's not living the right way to criticize you, to chastise you, to say anything about it. Because if not, something about what happens to a man as he gets older, he's not accountable for his actions. It's sad for me to do this, but I got to. Fair use. Fair use.
I was 12 years old. No problem. Little ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja. He said the school still ain't open. He was 12 years old. I see you, little crusty ninja. Why don't you shave that crust stash off the top of your lip too, little ninja? Shave that crust stash off the top of your lip, little ninja. Little crusty ass ninja. Talking about he was 12. Your whole family been through public school. Y'all ain't have a problem with it. Shut up. Always trying to go to war with King Kong. Little crusty ninja. Ogun, cut a path. Somebody said, why Delaware? Another dumbass question. Because we found a school here. That's why Delaware. You little crusty. Shave that crustache off your lip, homie. Stop dyeing your hair extra black. That hairline ain't coming back, ninja.
It's kind of crazy to think that he has been promoting the school for almost 15 years now. And I understand how difficult it can be to start one from scratch. True. But I guess they have a great question. The question is, why hasn't it happened? And have you been distracted? And the second part of the question is, of course, any man that's distracted that has his purpose will lose his momentum because he's having fun. And that goes for all of us, y'all. I'm not above it. You're not above it. But I think as a man, I point this video out because relationships do have value to you, right? They do. Women you deal with, everything, they have value to you. But if you don't have that value, if you're not focused, if you all over the place, you could be like on your purpose like that. A gentleman who is supremely talented, phenomenal speaker, supremely gifted, and now his word don't mean nothing. And nobody could have projected or told us that 10 years ago, this will be Dr. Umar Johnson's legacy. You couldn't have told me that. You couldn't have projected it. Because the funny thing is, he has more in common with the Sambo class than he does with the grassroots now. He speaks on the issues, but as far as getting the things done, being on the square, keeping his momentum going, he doesn't. Just like this brother said right here. There are certain guys that just talk and don't do nothing.
Me and this guy above me, and you would never catch them in a sundown town. You would never see them put themselves in harm's way with the same people that they support. The guy that was up top, he went to a Trump rally and got jumped. The white people calling them niggas, calling them gay, told them get out. To the same people he thought, oh yeah, we're all friends here. We all got the same political views. No. The minute you step out of line to get too comfortable, they got to put you back in your place, boy. I just think it's comical that they are self-aware enough to know, like, if I go to certain places, if I go to a Klan rally, I'm liable to end up on the rope. No matter who I voted for, no matter how much I support, no matter how many videos I make on TikTok, I'm still a nigga to these people. But I'm going to support them anyway. That is very house nigga behavior. Very much house nigga behavior. You know you're not one of them. You continue to support it, but you're smart enough to know, let me not cross the line. People like Jeff.
And I'm going to show you the back end video before I can respond to this brother, why it is such impactful that he said that. But if you don't know who Jeff Mead is, I'm going to play the video for you. And whenever I hear brothers have something like this being said, especially speaking about black issues, the Candace Owens, the others of the world, number one, it's an agenda. I want you to understand that. If you speak solely on black issues and it's solely in a negative light and it's never positive and all you do is discourage and talk about it, it's an agenda there. You have a game plan to degenerate us. Number two, are you black American? 90% of the time they're not. So this is the guy they're talking about. I'm going to play a little bit of this video.
Has an obligation to right these wrongs, to provide reparations for descendants of enslaved Africans, to eliminate the racial wealth gap, to uplift the black community. White supremacy is rampant in this country. Just look at the current administration and our own legislative body. They have contributed to the social and economic harms, to racial terror black folks have experienced in this country. Now, more than ever, we must acknowledge and repair those harms.
Many of us are still behind and we still don't get it. Black Americans do not need reparations. We need different values and better.
Wow. When you hear someone say that, y'all, I want y'all to understand something. He does not represent, nor does he speak for us. He doesn't. It's not that their need is what they're owed, brother. The Homestead Act of the Homestead Act, convict leasing, redlining. If they don't deserve reparations, do you agree with the Jewish people got reparations? Do you believe they do not? Do you believe the Chinese don't? Do you believe other officials that have received aid from the government do not deserve the same thing? It's a genuine question. Let them keep going.
Spending habits. Let's think about what she said specifically.
To eliminate the racial wealth gap.
Reparations aren't going to eliminate the wealth gap. For example, in 2021, Black spending power reached a record $1.6 trillion, but our net worth decreased.
What does spending power have to do with what happened from crimes against humanity? I don't get that part from him. You're not even going over there talking about the same subject. What you're talking about has no meaning. So again, y'all, when you see guys that does things like this and make comments and says disrespectful tactics, I want you to understand something. Number one, what do they gain from it? Even if I disagree with you getting something, do I need to go on a public platform and openly say it? Why is he openly saying it? Do they criticize other people? Or is their only agenda one-sided? These are questions you got to ask. And for this gentleman, Jeff, we see the agenda, brother. We see the disingenuous talking points. We see that you're not a man of your word. And we also see you are giving what to speak about and publicly degenerate. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Next up. Did y'all see the Black History Month poster? I got to show it to you. These are your NAACP Black leaders. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who are these people? I ain't never seen half of them. I don't know a lot of them. There's a disconnect, y'all. There's a disconnect. The streets and what Black America feeling. It ain't the same. Next. Did y'all see that Elon Musk got a new baby mama on the way? Hold on. It gets worse. You have Black conservatives defending him. I've seen too many self-righteous and tired individuals pouncing on Ashley for having a bad child out of wedlock instead of commending her for choosing life. Excuse me. Is it conservative position? Not like every other blessing regard of how it is conceived? Oh, it gets better. The Black community needs to stop glorifying baby mama culture. Insemination alone is not an accomplishment. CJ? Hi, CJ. The criticism has nothing to do with the value of the child's life. It has to do with the behavior of adults in the situation, like you had spoken on the past. Baby mama culture. What changed? Man, that was good. CJ, what changed? What made your feelings and ideas about it? Because number one, Elon Musk ain't in my future. 13 kids, 7 baby mamas. Don't talk about Nick Cannon no more. I don't ever want to hear y'all talk about Nick Cannon ever again. Elon Musk, just like Nick Cannon, they both got money. She is baby mama number 6, 7. I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, it's okay. Oh, we understand. No, sir. Not me. I don't understand it. I don't. You chose to be the baby mama. You chose to be the president's concubine. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, this is a one-time thing. That man got 13, 14, 15 kids. I don't want to hear about y'all being the party of God no more. That's okay. Y'all ain't got to be the party of God. I don't want to hear y'all ever use religion in that aspect anymore. MAGA kind of standing on business. Which I respect. I do. I respect MAGA by saying, hey, you know, we once were party of God, but now we want these hoes. We want these hoes. That's what MAGA saying. MAGA saying we want these hoes. We standing on business. Oh, you know the church messed up, y'all. Church is a messed up spot right now. I'm gonna play you something that saw me on TikTok today, y'all, that had me speechless. And the reason why it had me speechless is because, let me just let you watch it first before I keep going, because fair use. Share it live, comment, like, subscribe to the channel, baby. Thank y'all for chopping up with your boy today. Share it live.
And this for y'all church folks. When they tell y'all about tithing, they only tell you about the money. You hear pastor saying, hey, don't do nothing for the homeless people. Keon Henderson.
There is no blessing connected to blessing the poor other than getting back what you gave to them, but no multiplication. Multiplication is segregated for tithes and offering. When you give to the poor, the only thing you do is help them, but you don't help yourself.
Don't do nothing for the poor people because God ain't gonna bless you. Bring your tithes into the church and that's how you get blessed. God don't.
I gotta say it again.
When they tell y'all about tithing, they only tell you about the money. You hear pastor saying, hey, don't do nothing for the homeless people. Keon Henderson.
There is no blessing connected to blessing the poor other than getting back what you gave to them, but no multiplication. Multiplication is segregated for tithes and offering. When you give to the poor, the only thing you do is help them, but you don't help yourself.
Don't do nothing for the poor people because God ain't gonna bless you. Bring your tithes into the church and that's how you get blessed. God don't need nothing from you to bless you. He say the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Nigga, you don't even belong to yourself. You belong to him. They'll tell you about tithing, but only the monetary. You have 24 hours in a day. How much of that are you willing to give to God? If you got to go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, you willing to wake up at 2 o'clock so you can give him some of that time? But he's so important to you. You'll spend hours on the phone scrolling the internet, talking to a female that's talking to a bunch of...
You hit the internet with a...
Man, that is so powerful, man. And the reason why I wanted to point that out, man, MAGA said some of the similar things. If you ain't paying attention, MAGA said the same thing. Hey, you a baby mama now. We ain't worried about that. We used to be the cause of the church and religion. We don't care about that. They're openly showing how different it is. Man, we're literally for lip. You got people saying on stage that you got to donate to the storehouse. You got people publicly saying comments to make you scratch your head. He really just say that? That's what's going on right now, y'all. That's what it is. We are so far removed. That's why when comments are made like this about another woman being a baby mama, you can't criticize and have the same feelings that you once had. You can't. You can't criticize it when the other ones have baby mamas too. I'm going to say it again, y'all. Elon Musk got 15, 11 baby mamas now. 15. He future. Oh, he's a big. What that mean? Money don't replace time. That man work. He ain't got no time for no more kids like that. He's smashing, laying them everywhere. I'm not mad at him. But let's stop acting like we really care. We don't. We don't. We don't, man. And it is showing in our actions over and over and over again. This topic, man, this hits me deep, man. Because you know what else we don't care about? We don't care about people socially, mentally, financially. And we don't care about their health. We don't. I'm going to show you why we don't care about their health. Y'all ready? Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, man. Thank y'all for being here with your boy, man. We don't care about people. We don't care. Watch this.
So there are reports out of China now that scientists have found a cure for diabetes, and the American pharmaceutical industry is not happy about it. There are now examples of Chinese patients receiving this experimental stem cell therapy and after about 11 weeks no longer requiring insulin, which I imagine is something that sounds amazing to people with diabetes, no longer having to poke yourself. But it doesn't sound amazing to giant American pharmaceutical companies like Eli Lilly, who currently dominate the insulin market and use use it to make billions of dollars. And this has been very controversial as they've regularly increased the price of insulin, knowing that it's a necessary commodity that people with diabetes need to survive. And this is extra disgusting because the inventor of insulin, Frederick Banting, originally sold a patent for $1, saying that insulin doesn't belong to me, it belongs to the world. And if people can be cured of diabetes so they no longer need insulin, obviously that would really cut into the demand for this product and cut into their profits. And here we see the contradictory nature of the for-profit American healthcare system. Innovation and advancements in medical technology are actually disincentivized if they have the potential to cure the patient and make it so they're no longer a repeat customer for the pharmaceutical industry. So much for capitalism promoting innovation and socialism destroying it. In reality, it's the opposite.
Man, that was powerful, man. That was powerful. China has been leading us in a lot of ways, y'all. And the R&D and the research that we've seen about curing people is real. Our healthcare system, man, is we experiencing, man, over the past few weeks. Mother, wife, sister, man, it needs a lot of help. Bedside manners at an all-time low. Customer service, the legacy, the checking on your people. It is bad, man. It's purely a business. And it's to the point that it's so bad that it's so awful the care you get, and they charge so much money. They do. It's hard to even sympathize with them because you know you're getting screwed over. You know the bill should not be no $2,700, no $10,000. How? When it was that bad? At least be good and I can enjoy it. But when it's that bad and y'all charging me that much money, it makes it worse. We went to the ER, y'all, and we was there for almost 11 hours. With insurance, with every proper documentation, 2 shift changes and all, in one of the premium hospitals in Houston. But it lets me know how bad healthcare is falling. So, I'm here, man, just to give you perspective, check you in for the week. Number 1, hopefully you learn something you got to check in. Hopefully you learn that your health problem is a priority over everything. Value it. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Shave. Shower. Take care of yourself at all points. Sorry, I tried to make it through the live the best I could. I know I've been coughing a little bit, spitting. I know, y'all, but I made it through. I did. Hopefully I sounded better than I thought I would. But I can definitely tell it's kicking my butt and getting back to me. So I'm not going to be able to stay too long tonight. I just want to definitely make sure I chop it up with my people, man. And most importantly, I want y'all to learn this. Life is meant to be lived. Enjoy. Smile. We work to live. We don't live to work. We work to make dreams and fantasy. We don't work to make live in fantasies. Put yourself first. Put your happiness first. Put your joy first. Put your passion first. Put your happiness first. Put your goals, your desires, your impacts, your journey, everything that you desire to do, put it first for me, man. And finally, remember, make yourself happy. Once you decide to make yourself happy, everything else gonna follow suit. Once you decide to put yourself in a better place, everything else will follow you. I hope you got to enjoy your night. I hope you got to enjoy yourself. I hope you got to check in with your family members all week. And remember, it is an absolute blessing. And feel better. Checking your friends, family, and loved ones. And most importantly, comment, like, and share, subscribe to the channel, man. Share it live, man. Hey, updates coming soon. New thumbnail, new intro, new outro. New pass, new pod, new information, new hip. So many updates, man. I'm so excited to bring that with you, man. And most importantly, man, thank y'all for being here with me. Thank y'all for sharing the live and watching this with me, man, as we continue to grow. I'm officially a year into doing the live thing, man. I enjoy it so much. I do. I enjoy doing it because it's therapy to me. It's the world. I enjoy talking to people, relating, having information. Most importantly, sharing my thoughts. Hopefully you continue to get something from me as I get something from you. And make sure you come back, man. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to love you. Wish me flight security this week. I do have to travel, man. Have a few engagements, appointments. Wish me well if I go see my mom to make sure she's good. Pray for my family. I'm going to pray for yours. Love you. check in with me, and most importantly, remember, live your life. Smile, laugh. Remember, ain't nothing promised but death. So make sure you live life and live it twice. Until next time, peace.